What's going on, my light one? This your boy Mosh DMC back again. We're talking about GodValley, and this is a very spicy topic because honestly, we don't know much about it. So we're going to talk about what GodValley is, where to go, and why were all these big names attracted to it. But first we're going to talk about what we know about GodValley. What we know is that Garp, along with Celestial Dragons, Garp, the hero of the Marines, tag team up with Goldie Roger, the king of the pirates himself, to go against the likes of the Rock's pirates that had Xebec, Big Mom, Kaido, Whitebeard, Shanks, Shiki, and Wang Ji. Okay, so why were all these people there? To think about why all these people there, we also got to think about what GodValley actually is. And after scouring the webs, reading forums, watching videos, picking my head canon, I finally come to the conclusion that GodValley. So let's break it down. Valley is a place where you can grow things. Besides being a hollow point in land, it's a place where you can grow things. And God, where there are gods, there are also devils. So Valley, growing things, God, devil fruits being grown on GodValley. Boom. Think about it. GodValley is where devil fruits were grown. Because when you think about Akainu, Kizaru, Fujitoru, Aokiji, these strong devil fruits cannot have been in the New World unattended by the world government. If the world government knew of these devil fruits, they would either try to take out the pirate that has them or go about trying to find them. So I do believe GodValley was a place where the Celestial Dragon and the world government harvested their devil fruits to give to other strong Marines to bolster their power. And when you think about bolstering power, what else does that come to mind? Kaido and Blackbeard, they both wanted to bolster power with devil fruits. And Xebec wanted to do the same thing, and that's why he went to GodValley. He wanted to obtain those devil fruits to bolster his army to possibly take over the world, to take over the world, because that was his plan to begin with. So let's take a step back. I mentioned Blackbeard and Kaido. Blackbeard is currently going around killing pirates to take their devil fruit to bolster his power. Kaido was creating smiles to bolster his army to eventually start the greatest war this planet's ever seen. And they both have one thing in common. They both want to create a pirate's paradise, right? A lawless land, a pirate's paradise. Now let's take an even further step back to Marineford. Why did Shanks stop Kaido? A lot of people are speculating that they stopped Kaido because Kaido was going to go fight Whitebeard, or Kaido was going to fight the Marines. Good takes, honestly. Or if Kaido had went there, it would have been more casualties. Good take. But one thing about Shanks is that his wariness of Blackbeard, right? He knows a lot about Blackbeard, and he did fight Blackbeard at one point. That's why he got the scar. But one thing about Blackbeard is he's a very boisterous person. He tends to talk a lot. So he probably told Shanks about his plan to start a great war or to start a pirate's paradise. And Shanks, knowing Kaido and being a Yonko himself, probably knows what Kaido's ideals were to this entire time. So if he didn't stop Kaido from going to Marineford, Kaido would have eventually got into contact with Blackbeard. And we all know that Blackbeard is not afraid to add new pirates to his crew or add new pirates to his end goal. And Kaido is also not a person to shy away from adding strong people to his army. And also he's not too stupid to avoid an alliance with other strong pirates like he did with Big Mom. So if Kaido got to Marineford and was able to interact with Blackbeard, Shanks was afraid that if they did that, they would probably start a pirate alliance, which is actually the rebirth of the Rock's pirates. Now, let's jump into another theory I have. After watching our video the other day, it was Tekken's video. I think it was on, I forgot what it was on, but I'll leave a link in the description. He was talking about Blackbeard obtaining all 4 of the devil fruits of the Yonko. He already has his Yami Yami no Mi. He has Whitebeard's Rumble Rumble fruit. And if he added Kaido or kills Kaido, he takes his dragon fish fruit. Or if he kills Big Mom or adds Big Mom to his arsenal, he would have the Sora no Mi. This is the whole speculation that Blackbeard shows up in Wano and kills Kaido and Big Mom, or after they're defeated by the Alliance, he takes their devil fruit. But he would have all 4 fruits from the Yonko. But when you also think about it, he would also have 2 fruits or maybe 3 fruits from the Rock's pirates themselves, right? And when you think about Blackbeard's ship's name, Saber of Xebec, we don't know what his connection to Xebec is, but we do know that the Saber of Xebec, or Savers of Xebec, or Savers of the Rock's pirates, or Rebirth of the Rock's pirates, would have to incorporate the 4 fruits that were actually underneath the Rock's pirates to begin with. And I do believe Big Mom probably found the fruit, the fish metal dragon fruit, on GodValley itself. So Blackbeard becoming the saver of Xebec, either saving his wool or literally saving Xebec, because we don't know where he is. No one knows where his body is, so maybe he's still alive somewhere, saving Xebec and unleashing that wrath upon the world with the 4 devil fruits under his crew or under his alliance, of being the actual sabers of Xebec. But we have to get back on track. So we're talking about GodValley. So we talked about what GodValley is and why all these big names were attracted to it. But now let's talk about a little bit of the last chapter. Kaido mentioned that when people get a new weapon, they tend to get cocky. And he actually sighed because he got fired up and it failed him and losing faith and so on. So I do believe this has to tie into Kaido's backstory that we don't know yet, but I think his backstory will definitely include Rocks in some way, shape, or form, talking about how Rocks got cocky. He got a new weapon and got cocky. And now let's talk about again with CP9 trying to find the ancient weapon. So I do believe Xebec had an ancient weapon with him. He got cocky and wanted to challenge GodValley and take their fruits over to Bolster's army to complete the last step and possibly taking over the world. And that's why it was such a big thing of him being the hero of the Marines, because if he didn't, if Garp and Goldie Roger didn't stop him there, it was pretty much game, set, match. Rocks already has almost everything he needs to take over the world. So I believe Rocks got cocky. He went to GodValley with the ancient weapon, and after seeing that he was going to get defeated, it used the ancient weapon, because you know how ancient weapons can destroy islands. Use the ancient weapon on GodValley itself and destroyed either himself and the island, or just the island itself, and probably either got killed or got away. So now we have covered what GodValley is, why it disappeared, and why all these strong names were there to begin with. So when you put all those things together, GodValley being a place to harvest devil fruits, Rocks wanted those devil fruits to bolster his army, GodValley being wiped off the face of the map entirely, possibly either being destroyed or moved. There's a lot to comprehend, but with all of it in place, I do believe we're going to have something along the lines of GodValley again, or GodValley incident, whether it be Blackbeard showing up and basically starting their Rocks Pirate versus Goldie Roger again, with the Marines being CP0 this time, but who knows. So you guys tell me what you guys think in the comments. I know there was a quick discussion, and I think I got all my points across that I wanted to talk about, but like I said, to end every video, my man, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell button, and keep coming back to remain enlightened. Peace.